of a wilderness purist. Excerpted from the essay Musings of a Wilderness Purist by Clem Pope. There was a time when being identified as a wilderness purist bothered me. It was offered up as a slight, not so subtle insult, suggesting I was too far overboard on the wilderness thing, with a narrow, unbending view of management, unable to compromise or let the little things pass. As a Forest Service wilderness manager, I wanted to be seen and see myself as fair, reasonable, and professional in my approach to managing wilderness. I got a summer job in wilderness without any idea really what that big W meant, knowing only that there would be no roads. That was 1968. It was the idea of no roads, so different than my previous summer jobs, that excited me and proved the foundation for my immersion in wilderness. After that first summer in the Selway, doing trail maintenance and putting out a few smokes, I went on to become a wilderness ranger, an animal packer, and ultimately a wilderness program manager. Wilderness became increasingly important to me. I came to embrace, personally and professionally, the ideal of wilderness and the need to protect it as an invaluable resource. Over the course of the next 45 years, my personal and professional life became intimately intertwined with two big wildernesses in central Idaho, the Selway Bitterroot and original 1964 wilderness, and the Frank Church River of No Return wilderness, designated as wilderness in 1980. After a career working, living, and recreating in wilderness, I see my wilderness purity as nothing more than an honest reading of the Wilderness Act, with an acceptance of the vision, values, and intent espoused in that act. I believe wilderness to be important to the quality of our life and environment in the United States. Wilderness protection and preservation adds to the strength, resilience, and quality of our society, and is indeed a key component of our social well-being. I desperately want wilderness to survive, and I want wilderness to exist within the poetic framework and vision of the Wilderness Act. I want my kids to be able to go back to the wilderness they visited growing up and have an opportunity to take along their kids to experience that wild environment. But even if they do not make it back to those same ridges and meadows, I want them to know the possibility exists. I fear the incremental and often short-sighted actions and decisions by managing agencies. They may seem often minor and harmless in the short term, but compound to result in a long-term degradation of the wilderness. I fear the action of those, generally with little understanding or appreciation of wilderness, who would modify and weaken the Wilderness Act to accommodate uses and activities that serve to undermine the Act's original vision and intent. I fear a time when we will suddenly look up from our blindness and with incredulity realize that we screwed up, that somewhere along the way wilderness, the wilderness I know, the wilderness we value today, the wilderness of the Wilderness Act, has slipped away and disappeared. What has also become increasingly apparent to me is a lack of management openness and transparency regarding the challenges of wilderness management. There often appears a reluctance by wilderness managers to share or be questioned about decisions and actions that influence the wilderness resource. This is accompanied by what often turns out to be a misguided insinuation that we just need to trust that they are doing the right thing. I find this evidence of faltering wilderness distressing, but I still believe in wilderness. I want to see it survive and be available in as pure a form as possible, as a true reflection of the Wilderness Act. I want to feel that wilderness protection is indeed permanent and enduring. It is within this managerial framework that the involvement and commitment of those that care and understand the value of wilderness, acting with a common voice and purpose, becomes so critically important. What can I do as a wilderness purist? I can be a proud wilderness purist. I do not need to be embarrassed about taking a stance that might be labeled as one of wilderness purity. I need not shy away from challenging managing agencies for pursuing actions and making decisions that do not represent the vision and intent of the Wilderness Act. And I can ask questions about what is going on in wilderness. I can identify, support, and commend management actions that exemplify purity in wilderness management actions and decisions. I can encourage and support wilderness management transparency that offers an honest sharing of the good things and bad things happening in wilderness. I can ally with others, actively supporting and contributing to platforms linking like-minded wilderness supporters to learn, share, and support positive and informed wilderness management, using these alliances to act as a watchdog for quality wilderness management. There is no one approach that will ensure the protection and propagation of wilderness, but I'm ready to accept that I am indeed a wilderness purist, and that if I am sincere in my desire to see wilderness survive, I must contribute to the survival effort. In recognition of Clem's lifetime dedicated to protecting the essence of wilderness, an endowment has been established with the Great Old Broads for Wilderness. Earnings from the Wilderness Defense Fund will be used exclusively to support legal fees associated with the protection of wilderness values. Great Old Broads for Wilderness is a national grassroots organization led by women that engages and inspires activism to preserve and protect wilderness and wild lands. Wilderness is too precious a national resource. We cannot afford to continue on down this road. With thanks to Diane Lang for many of the photos used in this presentation.